Yo, what's up? It's AWOL, and today I'm going to show you something super simple. Let's do it. So what we're going to do is create a dry wet knob, literally with anything. And it's super easy. So, for example, right now I have these chords and I have this auto filter, so I'll play you the chords just on their own. Pretty basic chords. And then I've added this auto filter with an LFO on it, and so it's just modulating back and forth. Right? And so what I want to do is kind of just fade between the dry sound of the Omnisphere and this filter and be able to automate that. So you would think that this amount knob would be doing that, but the amount knob actually, if you listen and bring it down, it's actually still filtering way down here, right? And if I bring it right up, basically this is just oscillating back and forth. So the amount knob doesn't really act like a dry wet knob in this case. So in this case, I actually kind of will have to create my own dry wet knob. So it's pretty easy. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and create a group with this auto filter. And then if we open it up, we can see it's created one chain with this auto filter. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and create a new chain. So we can duplicate this. And what we'll do on this other chain is we'll make this one our dry. So we'll delete the auto filter. So this chain's not going to have anything. This one will have the auto filters. We'll go ahead, rename this wet. Call this one dry. It's super easy. And then what we got to do is we got to have these invert, and we're going to map them to this first macro pretty easily. So we're going to go ahead and hit this chain button. And what that does is opens up our values that we can edit and assign here. So we're going to go ahead and we can stretch these all the way out. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create some fades. So these two parameters that we're going to go and fade between, these two channels that we're going to fade between over here, we want them to fade opposite. So if you see this little white line at the top, you can go and actually grab that. And if you fade that all the way this way, that'll fade on and off. And if you go this, whoops, I didn't grab the right top one. You're going to grab the top white line and fade this one all the way this way. This here is like your scrub marker. And this you can actually assign to a macro. So we can go here and assign it to macro 1. And so now this will scrub between the two. So it's selecting which chain to use. That's why it's called chain selector. It's either going to select this one or this one, dependent on which is going. So now if we hit play, right now it should be pretty dry. If we go in, you can hear it's starting. Woo! So now we have a dry wet knob. How dope is that? What I'm going to do is, you can go hide this, don't need this anymore. You can go ahead and save this as your own. You can go and hit save and call this wet, dry. And now anytime you need a wet, dry knob, you can just drag it in and you can replace this auto filter with anything. So anything that's past this on the wet chain, replace it with anything. Boom, good to go. But what I'll do is I'll leave a Dropbox download for this. So you don't even need to go in there and do the programming. You can just download it and just drop whatever effects you got in there. So enjoy.